So I've kind of described the universe as like a giant thought or daydream.
They say at the very beginning of creation was the primal distortion of free will. They call that the first distortion. And out of free will came love, is the second distortion. And each galaxy had its own intelligence, which is called a logos, or they say a synonym for logos could be the word love. And each logos has complete free will in determining the paths of intelligent energy, which promote the lessons of each of the densities, given the conditions of the planetary spheres and the sun bodies. And we'll talk a little bit more about the nature of this intelligent energy, which I believe is what Corey is calling the cosmic web.
We all, become connected. It's kind of, I guess you could call it a consciousness or a spiritual internet. Not only is every point in space and every atom in the universe connected, but so is consciousness. And consciousness is connected through the cosmic web. They have given me these concepts in just kind of a different way.
And you've had visualizations.
Oh yeah, they always give me extreme visualization.
So I assume you have some images seared in your mind of what the cosmic web means to you.
Mm-hmm.
Could you describe those a little bit?
I was really shown it as a giant neuron. And when they further explained that inside this cosmic web is where the Akashic records reside, that's where we pull it from, that kind of further solidified that this is where the memories of this whole daydream are residing, and we have access to them there. It's going to be a pretty interesting dichotomy of dropping all of our technical communications and then exploring this new connectivity that we have,
So this is just, you're talking about telepathy.
Telepathy, varying levels of telepathy. We have the blue avians on the list, and I've talked before about what it's like to interface with them. It is, their aura, their field overlaps yours, and it just snaps your vibration into a higher state. And often I feel blissful. I have tears running down my face, just this feeling of love. It helps me avoid fear, which can cause you to receive information in the wrong way.
I see.
I've never felt fear. I felt shock from the higher density beings, but I've never been scared. Fourth, fifth density beings I've interfaced with, there's always this kind of adrenaline kind of boost as you're starting to interface with them. The communication is much different. They have a different state of mind. You can feel them leading you in different areas, whereas with the blue avians, it just kind of flows. But the dreams became more realistic and more realistic until finally they appeared in front of me and my dog, Molly, in this house that we have shown here. This is the actual living room. And I had this moment where I wondered if I was losing my mind. And I saw my dog's reaction and realized that it was either contagious or, it was real, whatever was happening. So, my dog reacted very stressfully, put her head under my back and was shaking. And then at this point, they began to, really tell me what they were expecting of me in this mission. And then after this, of course, I had many trips up into the blue spheres. They work with your higher self, and they're kind of talking to you, your higher self. They're talking to you on different density levels at the same time, to make sure that they're handling the conversation or the encounter in the proper way according to our higher self or higher density self.
At what point did you realize that they were tasking you with the mission?
All right, they were very clear from the beginning. We're holding on to our ego. We're holding on to this illusion of separation. The more and more we understand how connected we are, the less tied we are to ego, and none of it doesn't matter.